One of the most beloved Pokemon introduced in the ROM hack Elite Redux is the one and only Corm. It's become almost a cult-like following in the Elite Redux community at this point, and I can see why. Corm is whatever you would call this genre of Pokemon. Personally, I'm Team Pyukumuku, but Corm shares a striking similarity to the Pokemon Snom. That's because it's not a Redux form like some of the others in this game, but a convergent form. Kinda like Toedscruel is to Tentacruel. Basically brand new Pokemon with new types and everything. This also includes evolutions, but since Corm is such a favorite, it actually gets 2 evolutions. You couldn't stop there as both of them have new Mega Evolutions as well. How good are they though, and what can they do? Corm, much like Snom, is pretty terrible when it comes to battling. It does have a top tier shiny though. The pure grass type has basically no stats and not a whole lot of moves. You won't be stuck with it for long as it evolves at level 23. It can at least help you with the first gym if you use it correctly. When you get it to level 23, you'll have 2 choices, Cormoth or Popcorm. Let's start with Cormoth since it's very similar to its base. Cormoth keeps its pure grass typing and focuses more on its bulk rather than its offensive capabilities. With 95 in HP and 100 in each of its defenses, Cormoth can be a difficult Pokemon to remove. While it's more defensive, 90 in special attack can still be useful. 65 in speed isn't that great, but it has a few ways around this. The best way is to run the Chlorophyll choice ability. This will give Corm the boost to its speed that it needs, as well as a benefit in other ways. Weather Ball access means it gets a really powerful fire move and lets a move like Solar Beam activate instantly. It's not just reliant on Sun for speed, as it also gets access to Quiver Dance, improving its special defense even more while threatening more on offense. It's really solid as a doubles partner with access to Follow Me, Pollen Puff, and the ability Seed Sower, setting up grassy terrain every time it's hit and healing up all party status conditions. With Grass Pelt being another choice ability, there's really nice synergy making Cormoth even bulkier. Eventually, you'll need more bulk, and that's where Mega Evolution can help. Mega Cormoth is much better suited for defense, with both defensive stats being raised to 135. It doesn't gain a new typing, but it's still a tank regardless. A small bump to special attack, increasing it to 100, is also nice. Mega Cormoth has even better tools to help it be a great support Pokemon, like the new signature ability, Butter Up. Butter Up combines Hospitality, which heals its partner by 25% when it enters the field, and Soothing Aroma, which will cure the entire party's status conditions. Well, that's what should happen if it didn't crash your game. Still, Butter Up is perfect for doubles, but it has great abilities for singles like Overcoat, blocking weather damage and reducing special damage by 20%. Mega Cormoth still runs the Grass Pelt Seed Sower combo, but because of its new innate Big Leaves, it can also run Chlorophyll with them, unlike the base form. Big Leaves isn't just Chlorophyll, but also Chloroplast, letting moves work like it's in the sun when it's not, Leaf Guard to protect it from status, and Solar Power, giving it 50% more power in the sun. Not only is it tanky, but it can actually do some serious damage to their team. Access to Matcha Gotcha makes this even worse. Since it's a Mega, it can't hold items, but self-sufficient basically gives it a leftovers. Mega Cormoth is a solid Mega to have normally, but on a Sun team, it's on a different level. What about Corm's other evolution? Popcorm is a bit different from Corm and Cormoth, actually receiving a brand new type, becoming the rare Fire Grass, a solid upgrade both offensively and defensively. Popcorm is also much more of an attacker and focuses heavier on physical attack, with its attack stat being 110, which is great in the early game, and 90s in defense. However, 65 speed isn't good for an attacking Pokemon. Luckily, it has one of my favorite abilities of all time, Unburden, doubling its speed when its held item is used. If you can get it to activate, you're in good shape. Popcorm already has a better typing, but it actually gets 2 different immunities thanks to its innates. Aerodynamics not only makes it immune to flying, but also increases its speed when it's attacked with one. Perfect for switching in and setting up instantly. There's also Levitate, removing the effects of ground moves and increasing the power of its flying moves by 25%. If you want even more power though, it also gets a powerful Mega Evolution as well. Mega Popcorm has a wild change to its stats, looking much more balanced. Its defense is dropped by 30, but this gives all of its other stats a solid boost. Attack is raised to 120, while special attack is raised to 110, meaning both can be run effectively. Speed has a massive increase, going from 65 to a very respectable 115. Mega Popcorm does lose aerodynamics, so just be aware of flying type attacks. The addition of Technician though is a major buff, boosting up the power of some of its lower powered moves. Combine this with the fact it gets Skill Link, and Mega Popcorm can deal out some serious damage. Stab Bullet Seed will always hit 5 times, so it can absolutely tear through a Pokemon. It also gets a new signature move that also is stab and works with Skill Link, being Popping Mayhem. Popping Mayhem not only hits 5 times, but has a 10% chance to burn with each hit, really helping out its only bad stat being defense. I mean, it was already being helped out by its innate ability Puffy, which is essentially a Fluffy clone. Plenty of opportunity to get off a victory dance and really threaten teams. Again, this Mega Form also works in doubles since it has the Butter Up ability. Or you can charge up its stab fire moves even more in the sun and run solar power. While Mega Cormoth Shiny is one of my favorites in the game, Mega Popcorm is my favorite to use out of this corn family. I honestly didn't think these Pokemon would be as fun to use as they were. I can see why Corm has such an intense following. Pyukumuku is still better though. But let me know which of these is your favorite, and are you a follower of Corm? Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Shout out to Fido Gang, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.